Hey, it's Angel. I'm back. I realized yesterday that there is so much going on in my garden that I need to do another garden tour, and like soon. So I'm doing a garden tour today. It is already sweaty outside, and I'm gonna warn you now, don't play any drinking games like doing a shot every time I say the word rabbit. You will die. That is not good. So we're gonna look at some rabbit damage, but we're gonna look at some things that survived the rascally rabbits, and I'm gonna show you all of the cool stuff that we have going on, and I'm even gonna show you our messes. Plenty of messes. So I'm going to get into it and not take up a lot of your time because it's already very sweaty outside. Okay, so here we go. Over here we have Jay's tomato bed. It is looking spectacular. Spectacular. Look at all those flowers. The plants look so beautiful. He even has up here a couple of onions drying out on a tomato cage. Look at those onions. I think those are honestly the biggest onions we've ever grown. Now, they were second-year onions. We planted them last year, but still they look beautiful. All right, so here is the bed by our back door. We laid down some fresh compost on top of it. Over here where my mugwort is, and look at how tall my mugwort is. It's giant. So excited, and I'm hoping that the fresh compost will just make it grow even more. Over here we've got the perennial bed. I'm really trying to stay away from it since this is where I let out all of the baby praying mantis. So it's a hot mess, but it's my hot mess and I love it. All right, so back here we have 5 more beds that have tomatoes and flowers and some basil in them. Everything is going really good. Let me show you. Got lots of flowers. We've got some tomatoes. Oh, it's so exciting. They're getting bigger. Now over here, you may notice this is new, and some of them are struggling. They're having a hard time, but Jay just planted these peppers. We almost have all of our peppers planted. Almost. Look here. Do you see these? Like these holy ones, they always look holy, but these are all ground cherry tomatoes. So many. I think I counted like over 20 in this bed here. Ground cherry volunteer. Oh, I got in trouble for saying tomatoes. Ground cherries are not tomatoes. Ground cherries are closer to tomatillas. So, the ground cherry tomatillas. The peppers are here. Oh my gosh, look at this. Can you see this? There are peppers everywhere. I love this time of year. It's so exciting. Look back here. Look at all those peppers. We are gonna be eating good here real soon. It's so melty out here right now. Already. We haven't even made it into the front yard. Oh, look at this. I'm melting. I know I'm in Kansas and all, but man. All right, so a thing happened. It's not a good thing. It's a very sad thing. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of really sad. It's my fault. Nobody blame but myself. Been a bad plant caretaker. I'll show you what it is. I left these tomatoes out. These were all my patio tomatoes, and it looks like I might still be able to save a couple. I just need to kick it into gear and get these babies into pots. Stat. I still have all of those plants to plant yet. It'll get done. It'll get done. It may be September, but it'll get done. Over here, we have a mess. It's just our average, ordinary, random mess. And a lily. All these peppers over here are looking fabulous. Lots and lots of peppers. Oh, look at that guy. You see that? Beautiful. I was looking at this plant yesterday and I am in love. In love. I haven't even tried the tomatoes yet. This is a new one for us. It's a land currant. Look how teeny tiny. Itty bitties. Look at those little bitty tomatoes. Look at them. They're adorable. Oh my goodness. Those flowers are just the cutest things ever. I hope you can see this. The sun's getting harsh. This bed is having a little issues. As you can see down here, rabbit issues is one thing. There's been the struggle for the seeds to grow. We do have some okra growing in the middle and then some flowers growing at the end and a few things here, there, and everywhere. I might just come back and throw some more seeds in here and see if I can get this thing growing. We got some compost, was able to fill up some buckets. These are just waiting here for peppers to be planted in them. Behind them are my moonflowers. They're having a hard time. This is the caper. I don't know if you guys have met Caper yet. He's one of our 3 doggy dogs. The horseradish is thriving. Oh my goodness, look at this beast. Oh my goodness, can you see him? He is huge. Let me see. Look at that. How cool is that? More peppers, lots and lots of peppers. So excited about the peppers. Here are Jay's tomatoes, his cherry tomatoes that he has single staked. They're getting bigger. Look at this guy. He's all the way up there. We now have some peppers on this side. They're struggling. They're having a little bit of a hard time. Hopefully some of them will pull through. They've had a life. We are getting hit pretty hard by white flies right now. We're waiting for the ladybugs to come in. Alright, I'm gonna linger here in the shade for a minute because this is so good and there's a breeze and it's just beautiful. But I thought I would talk to you a little bit about what I just said about the ladybugs coming in. We're not ordering any more ladybugs, but the natural flow of things, ladybugs will come and they will eat just at the last minute. They tend to show up and save the day. Nature's amazing that way. Now here is another sad thing. This one has me confused and a little perplexed. And if you have any ideas or tips, please let me know because this one kind of makes me sad. This bed here, I never knew what to do with it, and so I was so excited when I thought of mint. I was like, mint is hardy, it'll grow anywhere, it'll be fabulous, it'll do good. And I've got this mint here and he looks awesome. And then over here, that's another mint. Not so cool. Not so cool at all. And then the rest in peace blueberry plant from last year. Here's another mint. He's doing good. That's cool. And then I got this guy over here. I was so excited. Pineapple variegated mint. Oh my gosh. I was like so happy. He's still got a few leaves, so I'm not giving up a hope on him yet. But why? Why? Oh, and then over here, there's another mint, and he's just like Nope, I'm not a mint anymore. Oh guys, I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know. Help. Okay, over here it's kind of sunny, shadowy, weird lightness. All right, so this was one of our blueberry plants that was doing so good. I was so happy about it. Watered, came out the next day and looked at it. Something had literally ripped it out of the ground. Out of the ground. Rude. And it was like laying there, kind of trying to die. So we planted it again, I think Jay did. And hopefully he'll come back. Critters. This other little blueberry from last year, he's doing all right. He's still hidden in the irises. This bed over here is another one that needs some TLC and some loving. But the flowers, the petunias are going crazy. My rose bush is still alive, but it's seen better days. Hopefully it's still in that transition period. And the hibiscuses, look at that. They are giant. They're getting huge. I think I might have to tie them up because I have this issue where they kind of fall down. Here are the figs, looking fabulous. Look at this. I don't know what a fig looks like when it's ripe. I kind of think that one's overripe. It's super squishy. I pulled one off, and I think I pulled it off too soon. I laid it down here, but something ate it, so it must have been good for somebody. This is the side of my arch trellis. And I've got a couple of plants coming up. I need to thin that one, and there's that one. And then nothing. Nothing. And then I find something, but all the leaves are gone. These rabbits, oh my gosh. I grew the beans on this trellis last year and they left them alone. They didn't have any problems. Can you see? Can you see what they do to my plants? I gotta come back and replant. Grr. See here, Jay has weeded 1.5 of his trellises. Well, 2.5 because he did this one way over here. And then he laid down some of the new compost and they are doing amazing. Now, let me get out of the shadow. All right. So this here is where I plant my row of zinnias every year in front of the garden to try and make it pretty for the neighbors. And they're doing all right. I swear it was thicker a few days ago than what it is now, but I'm sure it'll be good. What is bothersome and worrisome to me is behind them, I planted okra. Can you see the baby okras? No leaves. Rabbits getting on my leaves. Getting on my nerves. Do you remember on the first garden tour, the little tiny tomato plant that volunteered inside the arch? There it is. It's even got some flowers on it. So weeding this area for the second time this year has been a super big chore. We've got that crabby grass that sends out the long arms. Really bad. But we've got some plants that are doing really, really good here. All right, here we have our bush squash. Well, at least they were supposed to be bush squash. But as you can see here, one of them most definitely is not a bush, definitely a viner. They are doing wonderful mini flowers, new flowers all the time. Most of them boys so far. But let me show you down here, the very last little bucket. Can you see it? We have our very first squash of the year. Yay! So excited. All right, so I'm pretty sure that this is poppies. I planted poppies here and I'm really pretty sure that these are poppies. And then they're kind of peeking through this grass over here. Well, I tried to weed, and if you look here, I pulled out the grass, I left the poppies, and it killed the poppies. So I just need to just let the poppies grow in the grass, I guess. Oh, and look, a volunteer tomato plant. Another one. Look at that. And then check out, my borage is blooming. That's awesome. Oh, let me get in the sun. All right. So here is one of my borage flowers. Now they say they're edible. I've never ate one before, so I figured I would eat one now. They are very good, almost a cucumber taste, really. I taste cucumber with a little bit of a, you know, that earthy flower aftertaste, but definitely tastes a little bit like cucumber. Who would have thunk it? Pretty cool. Oh gosh, look at that, I'm melting. Oh my. Here is the other flower bed, another one that needs some TLC. The strawberries are so cool. I mean, we were a little disappointed when we realized that our strawberries were only like this big. Look at that. That's how big they get. Here, let's see. See, here's some ripe ones. Teeny tinies. But we tried one, we each tried one the other day, and they're super sweet, really good. Okay, do you guys see this? These are sunflower seeds. All of the peanuts are gone. I put peanuts up there too, and down here on this bottom row for the little animals. Friend of mine, YouTube friend of mine, Wild Edibles, was telling me that if you feed them, they're not going to eat stuff from your garden. So I thought I would give it a try. Been putting out peanuts and sunflower seeds. It's mainly the birds. There's a squirrel, he's been munching. And now I have this kind of a mess. But I'm wondering if I'll have sunflower seeds pop up out of it. And there is the baby bok choy. I think the seeds will be ready to save soon and I can pull that up. I was just kind of stubborn myself into leaving it there. And then now, most of my red mustard has bolted. So I'll be pulling that up. I'm not going to worry about mess with it going to seed. I'm just going to pull that up and plant something new there. The red freckled lettuce is still doing really good. We had that on tuna sandwiches the other day. It was delicious. I pulled out a lot of the lettuce and stuff that had gone to seed. Kale, the frilly leaf kale, is still holding its own, still doing good. I need to come out and harvest them. Got some carrots in there. Got some peas off of here. Look at these. They're really good. I got some off. I gave my neighbor a couple for her salad. Not as many peas as I wanted. I never get as many peas as I want. This bed over here is doing good. I do want to say, me and Jay started to question, because I thought at first these were strawberries right here. Last year we had buckets with our blackberries in them here. And guess what? I do believe they are blackberries. Not strawberries, but blackberries. Which is good, because the blackberries in our buckets did not make it. Now over here with the sage, can you see it? We got grasshoppers. Grasshoppers found my sage. Jay doesn't care. He doesn't care about the sage. I was like, my sage was so pretty and now it's holy. They're teeny tiny grasshoppers, but the way they're eating, they'll soon be big grasshoppers. Alright everybody, I think that's all I really had to show you today. There's probably more, but it's melty out here, and I am gonna go get me some more coffee and try to get cool. We're still without an air conditioner. Hopefully Monday it'll be fixed, but the great news is this heat wave is about to break and should be over by tomorrow. So that's wonderful news. So happy about that, especially with the kids coming home from camp tomorrow. They'll be happy about that too. All right, well, that's all I've got today. I hope you enjoyed it. I love your guts. Thank you.